Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Chronicle of Arius Cyril. Alright, so, gotta figure out what the heck is a kineticist. Right, wild talents. A kineticist can use wild talents, magical abilities similar to spells but drawn from the kineticist's innate psychic talent and usable at will. Wild talents are typically spell-like abilities, though some are supernatural abilities, and take a standard action to use unless otherwise noted. Every talent has an effective spell level. A kineticist can always select first-level wild talents, but she can select a wild talent of a higher level only if her kineticist level is at least double the wild talent's effective spell level. Kinetic Blast and Defense wild talents are always considered to have an effective spell level equal to half the kineticist class level, to a maximum effective spell level of 9th at kineticist level 18th. Unless otherwise noted, the DC for a saving throw against a wild talent is equal to 10 plus the wild talent's effective spell level plus the kineticist's constitution modifier. The kineticist uses her constitution modifier on all concentration checks for wild talents, in addition to the wild talents she gains from her other class features. At second level and every 2 levels thereafter, a kineticist selects a new utility wild talent from the list of options available to her. A kineticist can select only universal wild talents, or those that match her element. Right, burn. At first level, a kineticist can overexert herself to channel more power than normal, pushing past the limit of what is safe for her body by accepting burn. Some of her wild talents allow her to accept burn in exchange for a greater effect, while others require her to accept a certain amount of burn to use that talent at all. For each point of burn she accepts, a kineticist takes 1 point of non-lethal damage per character level. This damage can't be healed by any means other than getting a full night's rest, which removes all burn and associated non-lethal damage. Non-lethal damage from burn can be reduced or redirected, and a kineticist capable of taking non-lethal damage can't accept burn. A kineticist can accept only 1 point of burn per round. This limit rises to 2 points of burn at 6th level and raises by 1 at every additional 3 levels thereafter. A kineticist can't choose to accept burn if it would put her total number of points of burn higher than 3 plus her constitution modifier, though she can be forced to accept more burn from a source outside her control. A kineticist who has accepted burn never benefits from abilities that allow her to ignore or alter the effects she receives from non-lethal damage. Okay. First level, a kineticist gains a Kinetic Blast wild talent of her choice. The Kinetic Blast must be a simple blast that matches her element. As a standard action, the kineticist can unleash a Kinetic Blast at a single target in close range. She must have at least one hand free to aim the blast. All damage from a Kinetic Blast is treated as magic for the purpose of bypassing damage reduction. Kinetic Blasts count as a type of weapon for the purpose of feats such as weapon focus. A kineticist is never considered to be wielding or gripping the Kinetic Blast, and she can't use Vital Strike feats with Kinetic Blasts. Even the weakest Kinetic Blast involves a sizable mass of elemental matter or energy, so Kinetic Blasts always deal full damage to swarms of any size, although only area blasts deal extra damage to swarms. Each simple blast is either a physical blast or an energy blast. Physical blasts are ranged attacks that deal an amount of damage equal to 1d6 plus 1 plus the kineticist's constitution modifier. increasing by 1d6 plus 1 for every 2 Kineticist levels beyond first. Spell resistance doesn't apply against physical blasts. Energy blasts are ranged touch attacks that deal an amount of damage equal to 1d6 plus 1 half the Kineticist Constitution modifier, increasing by 1d6 for every 2 Kineticist levels beyond first. Composite Blast combine elements to form a new blast. When a Kineticist gains a new element through Expanded Element, she gains access to all Composite Blasts for which she qualifies. Most Composite Blasts are either physical or energy blasts, like Simple Blasts. Physical Composite Blasts deal an amount of energy equal to 2d6 plus 2 plus the Kineticist Constitution modifier, increasing by 2d6 plus 2 for every 2 Kineticist levels beyond first. Energy Composite Blasts deal an amount of damage equal to 2d6 plus 1 half the Kineticist Constitution modifier, increasing by 2d6 for every 2 Kineticist levels beyond first. Okay. Water. Kineticists who focus on the element of water are called hydrokineticists. Hydrokineticists master the flow of water or the numbing chill of cold, and they are known for their versatility and flowing forms, like the ever-changing currents. Extended range. Element universal, type, form, infusion, level 1, burn 1, associated blasts any, saving throw none. Your kinetic blast can strike any target within 50 feet. Alright, I already read about kinetic blast up there. What's this here? Water blast. Element water. Type simple blast. Blast type physical, damage bludgeoning. You slam a single opponent with a foe of you slam a single foe with a stream of water. Okay, what's this? Class skills. Hydrokineticist adds lore, nature, and athletics to her. Okay. So they normally get mobility, persuasion, stealth, use match device, perception, and because she went with water, she also gets lore, nature, and athletics. Okay. Alright, at second level she got kinetic healer, which is a water thing, and it has burn 1. With a touch you can heal a willing living creature of an amount of damage equal to your kinetic blast damage. Alright. Shroud of Water. No burn, okay. You surround yourself with a shroud of water, ice, or both that protects you from harm. The shroud can either cover your body, functioning as armor, or float around you and block attacks, functioning as a shield. It grants either a +4 armor bonus to AC or a +2 shield bonus to AC. And you can change the type of bonus as a standard action. This bonus increases by 1 for every 4 kineticist levels you possess beyond second. By accepting 1 point of burn, you can increase the bonus by 1 until the next time your burn is removed. You can increase the bonus multiple times in this way, but it can't be increased more than 50% of its starting value. When you change the shroud to grant a shield bonus, any bonuses in excess of this limit doesn't apply, but it remains if you change the shroud's bonus type again. Okay. Alright, at first level she took point blank shot. Now another important question. What are a kineticist's proficiencies, armor and weapon-wise? Alright, so at third level, her feat, she took precise shot. She took deadly aim at fifth. Okay. Kinetic blade. Element universal, type form infusion, level 1, burn 1. Associated blasts any, saving throw none. You form a weapon using your kinetic abilities. You create a non-reach light or one-handed weapon in your hand, formed of pure energy or elemental matter. The kinetic blast shape is purely cosmetic and doesn't affect the damage dice, critical threat range, or critical multiplier of the kinetic blade, nor does it grant the kinetic blade any weapon special features. Okay, what's the point then? You can use this form infusion once as part of an attack action, a charge action, or a full attack action in order to make melee attacks with your kinetic blade. Oh, okay. Since it's part of another action and isn't an action itself, using this wild talent doesn't provoke any additional attacks of opportunity. The kinetic blade deals your kinetic blast damage on each hit, applying any modifiers to your kinetic blast damage as normal, but not your strength modifier. This blade disappears at the end of your turn. The weapon deals the same damage type that your kinetic blast deals, and it interacts with armor class and spell resistance as normal for a blast of its type. The kinetic blade doesn't add the damage bonus from elemental overflow. Metakinesis empowered. At 5th level, a kineticist gains the ability to alter her kinetic blasts as if with metamagic feats by accepting burn. By accepting 1 point of burn, she can empower her kinetic blast, as if using Empower spell. At 9th level, by accepting 2 points of burn, she can maximize her kinetic blast, as if using Maximize spell. At 13th level, by accepting 3 points of burn, she can quicken her kinetic blast, as if using Quicken spell. Okay. Alright, that's just her kinetic blast scaling up in power. Infusion specialization. At 5th level, whenever a kineticist uses 1 or more infusions with a blast, she reduces the combined burn cost of the infusions by 1. This can't reduce the total cost of the infusions used below 0. She reduces the burn cost by 1 additional point at 8th, 11th, 14th, 17th, and 20th levels. Okay, so we're advancing her to 6. She gets Wild Talents. Kineticists can use Wild Talents. Dispel. Wait. I thought that was already... No, it's not already a feature. Okay. Got it. Excuse me. Guys, can you stop for a moment so that I can look at this one? The Kineticist can use Wild Talents, magical abilities similar to spells, but drawn from the Kineticist's innate psychic talent and use... Okay. Every Kineticist can always select first level... Oh yeah, I did read this when I was looking at the class description over there. Oh, okay. This, just lets me choose her talent. Oh, I forgot to read her 4th and 5th level things. Okay, at 4th level she got Heat Adaptation. Elements, fire or water. Type utility, burn 0. You gain an amount of fire resistance equal to twice your current amount of burn. So the more burn she has, the more fire resistance she has. Interesting. Torrent. Elements, air, fire, or water. Type, form, infusion. Level 3, burn 2. Associated blasts, air, blizzard, blue flame, charged water, fire, lightning, magma, mud, plasma, sandstorm, steam, thunderstorm, water. Saving throw. Reflex half. A torrent of energy buffets or burns all foes in a 30-foot line, dealing half of your normal amount of blast damage, or full damage for energy blasts. The saving throw DC is dexterity based. Well, oh, the DC is dexterity. So it's harder to resist based on my dexterity? Okay. Alright, I read the infused specialization stuff. Alright, so she gets a new wild talent this level. Right, let's up her athletics. She's been doing athletics and stealth. Let's give her a point of mobility. Wow, she's got a +8 with just the 1 rank. Oh, okay. Ooh. She's got good stats. Alright, she gets a new wild talent. Let's see, cold adaptation. You gain cold resistance equal to twice your current amount of burn. Elemental whispers. You form a friendship with a fragment of your element. The element speaks back to you empathetically like a familiar. Pick a type of creature usually allowed as a familiar when you gain this wild talent. The familiar gains abilities as usual for a familiar of its type. Okay. Kinetic Restoration. You recover 1d4 points of ability scores, damage to one of your physical ability scores. Oh, but it's you. Can't do it for others? Okay. Kineticist bonus water feat water. Character that selects this talent gains a bonus feat. These feats must be taken from the following list. Bull Rush, Greater Bull Rush, Improved Blind Fight, Greater Blind Fight. Okay, Skill Focus. Skilled Kineticist. You gain a bonus equal to 1/2 your Kineticist level on skill checks with the skills your primary element added to your class skill list. Alright. So her athletics and her lore nature. Slick. Water. Saving throw negate, spell resistance. As a standard action, you can call forth slippery water or ice, creating any of the effects of the grease spell for 1 round. You can accept 1 point of burn at the start of your next turn to extend the duration to 1 minute per kineticist level you possess. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think we're taking that. Let's just get her cold adaptation then. Alright, then she levels to 7. Okay, she gets, what's this? Expanded Element. At 7th level, the Kineticist learns to use another element or expands her understanding of her own element. She can choose any element, including her primary element. She gains 1 of that element's Simple Blast wild talents that she does not already possess, if any. She also gains all Composite Blast wild talents, those whose prerequisites she meets. She doesn't gain the defensive wild talent of the expanded element unless she later selects it with the expanded defense utility wild talent. At 15th level, the Kineticist can either select a new element or expand her understanding of her original element. She can't select the same element she selected at 7th level. She gains all the benefits from her new expanded element as listed above. Okay, so she could have like a deeper understanding. Eventually she could have a deeper understanding of her original element, water in this case, and then eventually, and have like just the regular of a second element, or she could have regular of 3 elements, but she couldn't say have her water pick up say earth here and then get a better understanding of earth. She would have to go do that for water, but she could say like, oh, water, earth, air, or whatever. Alright. I get you. Alright, let's go ahead and up that mobility. Actually give her some perception. Let's not up that mobility, let's just actually give her training in some of her other class skills here. Use magic device would put her to a +4. Lore nature would put her go to +6 there. Yeah. Pick up mobility and lore nature. Right, she gets her feet. I mean, she's already got point blank shot. Oh, she already took precise shot? Okay. Oh, this is precise strike, sorry. It's suggesting she take weapon focus. I'm assuming it wants her to take weapon focus kinetic blast. Oh no, she gets her expanded element. Let's see. Kineticists who focus on the element of air are called aerokineticists. Earth, fire. Or she could deepen her water. Let's just go all in on her water. Alright, so now she learns Cold Blast. Okay, she knows Water Blast. And this will give her Cold Blast. Damage cold, you emit a beam of utter freezing cold. Okay, what if I don't pick that? What if I pick, say, Fire here? Then it would just give me the basic blast thing that Fire has, right? If I got Earth, it would give me Earth Blast, which is a physical blast. Fire's an energy blast. Air would be a physical blast as well. Now let's go all in on water. And then she gets her Cold Blast. I don't know why it makes us make a choice when there's only one option. I mean, it would have been a choice when I first took water, it looks like, but... Alright, so now she also has Ice Blast. Because that's a fusion blast, right? Okay, well then, out of curiosity, what happens if... Say, there we go, fire. Oh, okay. Well, how about then... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. How about then with air? Oh, so fire doesn't have different types of blasts. Oh, okay. So with that, I could take air blast or electric blast. What if she takes electric blast? Okay, interesting. What if she just takes air blast? Okay. What if then I take earth? Earth just has one as well. Okay, got you. Well, we are just doing her cold blast. Okay. You emit a beam of utter cold to freeze a single foe. Ice blast. Burn 2. Blast type physical damage, half piercing, half cold. You shoot a chilling icicle to stab a single foe. Okay.
Adventures await.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm only at 7th. Wow, look at me going all in towards lawful good. Wow, I'm going so far over towards neutral good at the moment too. Interesting. Okay, now let me look at her actual just normal sheet. What's taking so long is I've never heard of your class before, so I had to give myself a bit of a rundown here. Sorry about that. Okay, well, that's what I was meant to look at. Abilities. So, gather power. Okay. Okay, so you've got simple weapon proficiency, light armor. Okay, that's what I was curious about. Well, I mean, of course she wouldn't have a biography or anything here because she doesn't know Lindsay, and Lindsay is the one writing all this stuff. Okay. Um, you have yourself some potions. Here, you can take a few more of these ones. Oh, you are not doing well gear-wise. You've just got to change shirt +1. Your Shroud of Water. Your Water Blast. Ice Blast. What's this here? Shroud of Water. Okay. Unless you change it, it's just active. Okay, and then your burn is noted right there. Alright. Let's go.
It is done.
Oh, there's some edible moss. Something is wrong. I feel a disturbance in the elements of water. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
Oh, there's a ferocious slurk. Ice Blast gives you burn. It's a standard action. What about your Gather Power? Spends a move action. Wait, it's a free? Alright, Gather Power. And Ice Blast. So you only got one burn because you did it like that. Okay, cool. Alright, well I see another one of them down there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of it.
We can do it.
Oh, there's actually multiples. Alright, Wolf, onward. Medium water elemental? Interesting. Alright, get closer. Alright, you tripped it. Good job, Wolf.
Strike with all your might.
Ice Blast is gonna cost you burn. Cold Blast, not so much. Well, not at all, actually. Water Blast doesn't cost burn either. So you could actually do your Cold Blast empowered without taking burn if you use your Gather Power. So there we go. You Gather Power and you empower it, and you won't get any burn, right? If I'm doing this right?
I'm glad you
Right.
called.
You didn't get any burn. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. There's a bunch of medium water elementals surrounded by some sort of a barrier, it looks like.
We won't falter.
Alright, so that's the type of power micromanagey kind of class that I would enjoy playing in a campaign, but is going to get kind of annoying in a game where I'm controlling all the characters. Can I talk to the water elementals? The water elementals whirl anxiously but make no move to attack. Kaliki is obviously commanding their attention. The creatures' bodies ripple and they freeze and face the girl. This is what I felt. These creatures, we belong to the same elemental force. The girl leans forward. I could be wrong, but I feel they are seething, as if yearning for freedom. They cannot leave, and they've been trapped in this place for a long time. An incredibly long time. What will happen if we set the elementals free? Could we? I doubt they would attack. They suffer here, under the ruthless sun, far from their elemental forces. They seem happy to see me. and are pleading for help. See, water elementals at a settlement that perished from a sudden flood. Kaliki's eyes are full of sorrows. Yes, it seems that someone used them to kill the Taldans, and then just abandoned them here. But who? Who would use such powerful magic, only to kill some simple miners? The past hides so many secrets. I understand. Let's see what we can do. I mean, honestly, from the looks of this barrier, if we were to interrupt these fires, it should bring it down. I mean, I'm no thaumaturge, but, I'm pretty sure... Wait, we can travel through it? So it's a barrier only to them. Got it. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do something about it.
Onwards.
Oh, there was something up that way? Ah, some more moss.
March on.
Alright, what type of check is this? Kaliki throws back her head and looks up. Up there, there's a tower there, on the cliff. But it will be difficult to climb such a steep slope. Kaliki gives you a pensive and sad smile. My sister and I used to climb cliffs together. She was so angry when I was faster, but she always helped me when she got ahead. Alright, well, I'm not above using a rope to make it significantly easier. So yeah, Athletics 12, use the rope. Kaliki climbs the cliff with the dexterity of a lizard, but you go stride for stride with her, easily keeping up. Soon the top of the cliff lays before you. Oh, I lost my rope. I should pick up more ropes. What a beautiful place, and cozy. The cliffs seem to embrace this place. This isn't exactly what I'd call cozy. It's kind of open, but... And a waterfall. Now I see why the Taldans decided to settle here. I'd live here too. I would too. I'd say more serene, but... I mean, look at this giant chasm here. That's not my idea of cozy. I mean, cozy is like wrapped up in a blanket in a small room, like a fire going or something like that. This is too wide open of a space to be cozy. What's this over here? The remains of a Taldan adit. It seems from the outside that the vault caved in, and it's hopeless to remove the rubble. What if I bring a work crew? Alright, let's see what else is around here.
Enjoy your final moments.
Oh my, it's a gargoyle. I'm gonna assume that Acid Maw might be useful for right now, so... Alright, Wolf, why don't you go ahead and attack it? Ah, you tripped it. Good job. Then took an attack of opportunity as it got back up. You almost killed it. Good for you. 10 damage reduction exceptions magic. Really? Oh, I guess the spell makes... Oh, wait. I think because it's my animal companion, it is treated as magic. Alright, okay, so medium's a full round action. Is it? Oh, you'll still use it this round. It'll just turn the whole thing into a full round action. Alright, so if you use that with your Ice Blast, it should make it so you don't take burn. Alright, so do that on the one we haven't hit yet.
This is going to hurt.
Good job. And yeah, you didn't take any... Alright, cool. But it does turn it into a full round action. But that's okay. You actually do quite a bit of damage with your blasts. Okay, so it's like someone took Warlock and made it more psionics themed. Alright, I'm just gonna shoot this one though. Alright. Those weren't as intimidating as I was expecting. Kaliki warily looks around the area. The tower, it's destroyed, and I'm afraid. Kaliki points at the ruins. A frightening gargoyle is sitting among them. Is it even a gargoyle? The jewels the monster has gathered in its nest glimmering here and there, but the brightest treasure of all is a small disk lying at its feet. It glistens white like incandescent metal, but a moment later it is covered by abysmal blackness. Then it flashes white again. The disk of the eclipse, that must be it. But how do we... The girl freezes mid-sentence, her eyes wide open, and then... You look in the eyes of a tiefling girl as she emerges from the portal, and she raises her brow expressively. Arius Cyril, it's such a wonderful day, and what of you? It's nice to see you again, Canera. You detect a glimmer of fear in the girl's eyes, but she quickly shakes it off and snaps her tail angrily. Let me guess, my sweet sister couldn't hold her tongue. She broke the god's orders and revealed our secret. To tell you the truth, I was sure all this would come out sooner or later, but it's nice to know I wasn't the fool who let it slip. Well, I mean, you guys kind of changed in front of me, and so I asked her about it. And I mean, she's not exactly a good liar, so there we go. Canera keeps her silent for a few moments, contemplating her new situation, but then she smiles quickly. Tell me, Arius Cyril, didn't we say goodbye in a luxurious banquet hall in Restall the day you received your barony? And now we're sitting all alone at the top of a cliff in some backwater, surrounded by slimy, flesh-eating toads and other revolting monsters? I don't even know which question to ask first. Why or how? Your sister asked me to find an artifact. An artifact? It doesn't happen to be the disc of Eclipse, does it? Of course it was. I who first told you about it. But I imagined us sitting cozy by the fire in your castle while your servants went off to collect it. But oh well, an adventure it is then. But it seems our treasure has been stolen by that ugly gargoyle. So what are we supposed to do now? Let's fight it. We'll easily defeat it. Actually, I'm not ready to attack it yet. Save game. Save. Oh, great. She's actually different. Okay, then. Let me guess. Yes, of course she's fire. Of course she is fire to her sister's water. Burning infusion. Associated blast. Blue flame. Reflex negates. Okay. Kinetic blast. Soul power. The dark elementalist uses the soul of others to protect herself from the dangers of burn. She can't choose to accept burn if doing so would raise her total number of burn points above 3. However, a number of times per day equal to her intelligence modifier as a full round action. She can gather up the souls of dead creatures with HD sum equal to... Okay. Dark Elementalist gains attack and damage bonuses from Elemental Overflow. Interesting. Fire Blast. Class skills. She gets Lore and Nature added to her list. Oh, just one? That's lame. Wait, Searing Flesh. Your body becomes painfully hot. Whenever a creature hits you with a natural attack or an unarmed strike, that creature gains 1 point of fire damage per 4 Kineticist levels you possess. By accepting 1 point of burn, you can increase this damage by 1 point per 4 Kineticist levels you possess until the next time your burn is removed. You can increase the damage in this way up to 7 times. So that you're just... Okay, Foxfire. You surround a creature with glowing flames that outline it as per fairy fire. Okay. Fan of flames. Your blast extends in a fan of flames, damaging all creatures in a 15-foot cone. Extended range. Okay, she has that as well. Heat adaptation. She gains fire resistance. Alright. Okay. You've got dark study. Oh, you're a dark elementalist. Okay. Oh, was your sister just a regular kineticist? Alright. So yours is based on your intelligence instead of your constitution. Interesting. Yours are point blank shot, precise shot, spell penetration. Alright. I guess let's keep leveling you then. Alright, so you'll get your wild talent there. You get more skills than she does, though. That's cool. Sure. Alright, let's also give you cold adaptation. That way you guys are on the same page with those. I don't have to think too much about it. Okay, so yeah, we'll take your next level. Oh, you actually have 4? Okay. No. Let's give you a little Muse Magic device. Alright, let's go ahead and give you also weapon focused for your kinetic blast. Okay, what's this elemental overflow thing? Because you're a dark elementalist. Dark elementalist uses her intelligence instead of con. Okay, what's elemental overflow? Is that elementalist gains attack and damage bonus from elemental overflow based on how many times that day she has successfully used soul power to rack souls rather than based on her current total burn. For instance, a 9th level Dark Elementalist who had used soul power 3 or more times during the course of the day would add a +3 bonus on attack rolls. Okay. Alright. See what happens if you take fire. Doesn't really look like anything. Blue Flame Blast. Let's see. It's burn 2. It's energy fire. Okay, how is that any different than your regular? Well, let's just go all in on your fire.
I'm glad you called.
Oops, I didn't mean to turn that off. Oh, that's your Blue Flame Blast. I kind of thought that maybe the graphic for it would actually, like, I don't know, be blue flame. So that's what I was looking for. So if you extract a point of burn, you can increase the heat of your burning infusion. Okay, good to know. Alright, and now that we've dealt with all that, now we've done all that, I guess next time we'll just have to fight this gargoyle-like treant. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Chronicle of Arius Cyril, and I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.